My name is Arnold Locker. I'm heading up the joint venture between UK Fisheries and Locker's Trawlers Limited. I decided to come back into the fishing industry after the Brexit agreement in 19. I knew that my family needed me, and it was a no-brainer for me to come back and to guide us through the next few years, which we're going to be totally different to how I had left the business the year previous. The challenges was 12 months work for the company. There was no international exchanges allowed in that first year, so we only had the quota and the fishing opportunities that we had allocated to the company, which was 8 or 9 months work. The International Council for Exploration of the Seas started to alter how they deciphered the quotas, which was a shock as well. And so we had to diversify into the offshore oil industry. The family needed work, our employees needed work, we all needed work. And I had to go back because I knew that I was the right man to lead the company through this. We got an opportunity from UK Fisheries, who are a very forward-looking company, to join our quotas together so that we could continue fishing for a full 12 months. That was the biggest draw for us. But not only that, it meant that we could go after different species on different grounds. Came to an agreement about 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago, and it's been a very successful agreement for both companies. The reason for that is that both companies are forward-looking. The 2 new trawlers are being built on Teesside, which has a tradition of building going back many generations. It's very exciting. We need these 2 new vessels because we're going further north. We're following the fish further north. The 2 vessels that we have just now have served us very, very well, but they just aren't big enough. We need this new style of vessel because we're going into more exposed areas, and we are taking fish across back to Europe. The prospect of continuing to fish in the Barents Sea, northern waters, is difficult just now because of we're on a reducing slide of quota allocations, but it's still possible, and we will be negotiating this autumn a continuation of that quota. We invest a lot of time, effort, money in our crews, in our ships, so that they're the safest going anywhere. And the least we can expect is that our government is supportive in our endeavours.